Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live. It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. We are live in the Action Lab, your premier sports entertainment talk show on the internet, and it is week 6 in the NFL already. Just cruising through. Scotty's face. Joey's coming in hot with Scotty here in the chat. You know, he's waiting to hear. I mean, we haven't seen you since Sunday, and then we also had the Chiefs playing Monday night, Scotty. So it's been a minute, but you're here. We got you. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. You're like intermittent, so I might have to leave and come back.
All right. It's a fine. Well, come back. Leave. Come back.
I don't know, like wildly slower.
Oop.
I heard the potato there.
Potato, Scotty. He'll be back. Don't worry. In the meantime, Rec, how we doing?
Oh, we're doing good, especially since the Steelers get a free win this week.
Free win. You typically like the Steelers when they have coming off a bye week against the team that's coming back from the over the pond, right?
Yep.
So lots.
Like everything is lining up Pittsburgh.
Everything. I mean, if I didn't have my betting chip, I would all be on the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. But we're going to talk about a lot of best bets here going into this week. We're going to have some fun talking through some of the best games. We'll talk through any kind of fantasy questions you guys have. And then any other news that we have right off the top, we'll be jumping in on as well. So make sure you guys are hitting that follow button each and every single time we go live. You get that notification when you are following the channel. Make sure those noties are turned on. But we will get into all of it here shortly. We'll also get into, like I said, some of the news going on. We got NBA creeping down the pipeline here. We have some preseason NBA happening. We have some NHL that just dropped this past couple days. So NHL working through. We already have some,
We got breaking news.
Oh, breaking news. What do we got?
The Cleveland Browns have made another trade.
What do we got?
They are sending cornerback Greg Newsome and a 6th round pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. in exchange for Tyson Campbell in the 7th.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah. Joe Flacco, though. Joe Flacco traded since we've been offline here over the last couple days. And if you're part of our Discord, you would know that. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. If you guys aren't a part of our Discord, we are always having fun in the Discord. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, always having fun in the Discord. We had the trade for Joe Flacco going to Cincinnati, which, Scotty, the memes in the Discord there were some good ones in there, you know?
I feel bad for Joe Flacco a little bit. I don't know how he doesn't die behind that offensive line this year. He'll have some moments. He'll make some throws. Obviously, they have the weapons, but like, is this going to save the Bengals season? I find that hard to believe. I mean,
screams desperation.
Vegas doesn't think so because they're like 2 touchdown dogs this week against the Packers.
Yeah, it's not pretty with a quarterback that's not mobile to be behind an offensive line that hasn't exactly done a great job at protecting. It's going to be a tough one. It's like, oh, well, he's got weapons. He's got T. Higgins. He's got Chase. But does he?
It up. Chase is out there somewhere.
Just throw it up. If he has enough time to.
Captain Flacco is elite, though. Flacco, I mean, that was always the joke with Flacco. Is he elite? There was maybe a stretch 8-9 years ago where he was. Maybe. I say maybe. Whenever they won the Super Bowl. I don't know. That was probably more than 9 years ago, actually. Now that I think about it. That definitely was more than 9 years ago.
Yeah. There were some of the memes, though. There was the meme that I found the most crazy was the arm holding the 2 strength arms and just coming together in tandem. One was the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line. The other was old boy Mark Sanchez, and they were coming together to beat up on senior citizens.
Mark Sanchez's career is likely over, and jail time is possible.
Mark Sanchez he's in a rough spot. In case you didn't know, did we talk about that on the last show? Did we talk about that Sunday? I think we alluded to it.
I think we talked about it, but like at that point, it was just misdemeanors. But they've elevated it to felony assault charges on Mark Sanchez. Clearly, Mark Sanchez was at least drunk and likely had some sort of drugs in his system. Like, I don't know how else you quantify him doing that. I mean, everyone says Mark is like a really nice guy. I haven't met him, Chris. But
it's rough. I mean, he seems like he's a good dude when he's like, I mean, I don't know. He feels like he's a good dude when he's on the set, but like, again, a lot of people do. So I guess I can't really say much, but in case you missed it, he was, it sounds like intoxicated, allegedly intoxicated, tried to get into a vehicle of a truck driver. Dude got beat up, defended himself, stabbed Mark Sanchez. There's like videos of Mark walking down the street bleeding out of his side.
Well, Mark stabbed him. I don't know if you saw his face, but he had like a slash to his face.
Oh, there was it went both ways now. It's crazy, Medusa. Yes, you have to go check it out if you haven't heard this story. But yeah, it's not a good look. I actually no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to save it. I'll save it. It'll be a special surprise at the end of the month here. But we'll see. Anyways, I'm being cryptic with that. Just take with it what you will. Welcome in, everybody. We got Special Joey in the house. We got who else do we got? We got Medusa. We got Riley, she shared a couple memes. We got Captain Urban. We got Joe. How we doing, Joe? And we got STG coming in. What's up? How we doing? Everyone's trickling in. Good to see you guys. We will be talking about week 6 coming up. We also have some other news that we'll be talking about as well. We only have, I think, 6 previews tonight. It's a quick one tonight. So we're not going crazy.
I do have an early conference for my kid, and there was only like 6 matchups that I was like, we can talk about more games, but there's not a lot of great matchups in the NFL this week. Going back to Joe Flacco real quick, can you imagine him having to hop on a plane to go to Cincinnati and realizing, in fact, you don't fly into Cincinnati. You don't even fly into that state. You're just like somewhere else.
Yeah. It's like
You're in Kentucky or whatever.
who knew? He's like, yeah. He has no idea what's happening with the flight situation.
Come on,
He's
man.
like,
Yeah.
someone give me a flight to Cincinnati. They're like, we're taking you to Kentucky.
Of course, Captain Urban. Yes, like, come on, man. Poor Captain Urban. He can't catch a break. He keeps catching strays with his airport there.
Just have an airport, maybe. Maybe have an airport.
Oh man, it's all right. It's cool.
Going to Cincinnati, Ohio via the state of Kentucky, baby.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you for the bits, STG. Yeah, always. But here, let's go ahead. While we have it here, we have some amazing. We have to do it, I think. Oh, Joe.
Are we on to Cincinnati yet?
No one's on to Cincinnati.
We're not in the
Can't
On
even get
to-
there.
On to Cincinnati. Thank you, Joe. And we have a hype train. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, there we go. Thank you, guys. Let's get it. Keep rolling. We also have a sub goal going on. We want to get to. What do we got to get to, Rec? Or we got to get to 80?
We gotta get to we gotta get to 80.
No, is it 100?
We gotta get to 80.
It was 100. We dropped. Did we drop 20 subs? Over.
I guess all those subs came in for the wife stream that one day,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
and now they all got a re-up.
That wife stream is gonna be a battle. Neither wife is interested. I've talked to both of them about it, Chris.
Yeah.
Your wife was over without you. I don't know where you were. No. You were gone. But yeah, neither is interested in doing it. We didn't discuss it with them. I thought Lauren would pull in Rachel. We just need to get them like drunk, and then they'll do it.
That's it. We have to have a tipsy night. Just get them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that Cincinnati didn't trade for Winston is absurd. He could be flying to Kentucky first instead.
True.
Yeah, but he'd stop off at like so many fried chicken joint KFCs, and like he would
Get some crab legs and
Well,
you
it's 'cause
know.
he's always talking about eating, right? He does a
He's
little- whatever
always-
he does, like the
Careful. Don't get stabbed.
Eat the W.
eating the W. That's what he does.
It's the crab legs. It's the crab legs. Yes. He loves his crab legs.
Also, Joey's been so excited to talk about the Chiefs.
I'm happy to talk about the Chiefs. Yeah, I think you guys are going to be surprised with where I'm at on the Chiefs, but I'm happy to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Meanwhile, we got real quick. We got some great
Yeah,
memes
go
here.
ahead.
Joe Flacco finding out he's going to an even worse offensive line. Just just the memes are absolutely incredible. The crash out will be historical.
There he is. What is that? A Southwest flight? What's he flying on there?
Spirit Air.
Just economy.
Just economy.
Spirit's now bankrupt, but they are probably still doing flights for now.
Oh, here's the one that I found. This
Notice
one.
he doesn't have a bag. There was probably bag fees if you
He couldn't
carried it on.
Yeah. I didn't need the bag fees. This meme was the favorite of the weekend, or of the week. This one, the elderly men this week taking L's across Twitter and in the real world. It's crazy. What else do we got here? Yeah. Elder abuse. We got, I mean, he does have an opportunity to beat the Packers twice, right? He already beat them once, didn't he? So
Yep.
he has an opportunity, which I think is the first time a player would have the opportunity to beat the same team twice in the same season. So,
Well, I think
Except the division.
correct.
Well,
He
yeah,
played
yeah,
division
yeah.
rounds twice.
Lizard.
Yes.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
hey, thank you for the biddies and the blurps. I forget we have blurps. You know, it's still a thing. I just always
What's a
forget.
blurp?
It's like
Oh,
the
is that
sound
the
effects.
Blizzard thing that just said?
Yeah,
Happened or whatever that was?
it's a sound effect that you can use for biddies. Yeah,
Did that say Blizzard? Is that what it said?
it said lizard, I think.
Oh, lizard.
Lizard.
I'm thinking Dairy Queen.
I'm
Apparently.
I posted this one. I couldn't get Weekend at Bernie's out of my head. Like them dragging like a dead dude from place to place, and then he starts dancing when he gets into, you know, and who remembers Weekend at Bernie's?
I think Joe Flacco was thrilled he got benched in Cleveland, and he's like, "All right, I'll just be a backup. I'll coast." You know what? How old is he? Like 42 or something? I don't know.
It was like 40.
Yeah.
But he's dead.
Well,
He's very dead.
He's
I'm also dead then, Rex. So shut up.
Yes, we've established this multiple times.
I know. I think he's older than 40. I think Flacco's older than me.
Packers. If we lose to a 52-year-old Joe Flacco twice in the season, I will never recover. That would be brutal.
I think you call it a season at that point.
I think the Packers
I think
season ends at
I think
that
you
point.
have to forfeit the rest of the season if you lose to Joe Flacco on the Browns and Bengals twice.
Browning is pissed. He gets benched. I mean, Browning is he still? He's still. I mean, Browning should still be starting, at least for the short term.
No, they couldn't start. I think what happened is Jamar Chase came in to Zach Taylor and was like, I refuse to play with that guy at quarterback anymore. Even though he had his best game of the season actually last weekend, but like, dude throws it to the other team a lot. I don't know what happened. Like Browning 2 years ago when Burrow got hurt actually played pretty good ball. He's been awful this year. Awful. I don't think Flacco is going to be an upgrade. But it doesn't surprise me that they were just like, we can't possibly roll out Browning again. And in an AFC that like feels a little wide open this year. Actually, the whole NFL feels wide open. I'm sure
Yeah, it does.
the Bengals are just kind of like, if we can just find a way to make the playoffs and get Burrow back for the playoffs or just before it, like we'll have a shot. I don't know if that's reality, but I'm sure that's their mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a weird. It seems so desperate though. It seems like they're literally trying to just draw any kind of hope from anything they could possibly do. What shocked me is they already announced he's starting. I figured he'd have needed at least one more week for the playbook. Guess not. So anyways, yeah, that's some of the memes. I thought I would share some of. Oh, there's Flacco on the plane again. But anyways, there you go. What else do we got? We have also, did you see the Bill Belichick news that's been kind of circulating around?
He's ready for a buyout. Yeah.
Ready for a buyout, Bill Belichick. I don't think you could have a more disastrous tenure in anything that quickly.
Who could have saw that?
Who could have saw that coming?
College ball is not for Bill. Plus, Bill's, owned by his significant other. So, like,
That man should be arrested
Just-
immediately.
just enjoy
Thank you for
enjoy
the bit.
whatever you're getting out of that relationship in the bedroom and live out the rest of your days, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, there's some crazy stuff with some of this stuff. I mean, Bill Belichick. I mean, all of the stuff that happened with the players and the recruiting violations and
Wait,
all.
it says that's 1-6. It says he went 1-6. I saw he was 2-3.
It'd be hard to be 1-6 at this point.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Why that report said 1-6.
Which oh, right here. I don't know. I mean, Tar Heels 1-6. Unless they're talking about like, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about there.
Yeah, they're 2-3. I literally had to look at it for an article today.
Will Bill's granddaughter, I mean girlfriend, still get free tuition?
I mean, I don't know if that was part of they worked that into the contract or not, but I'm sure that's probably going to end too. I'm sure they're probably going to call that quits. But yeah, there was some weird stuff going on here with like he's got some weird vendetta with like the Patriots too. Wouldn't allow like any of their scouts to come out. He had
which is insane. Like, you're the coach, you're supposed to be there for the players. Like, your issues with the Patriots should be irrelevant.
Yeah.
When you're trying to showcase your players for the league, like, you should allow every team there, and he won't allow any.
Like, he wouldn't allow the social media team to post about Drake May. and they told him to fuck off, and they did it anyways.
Dude, Bill, are we gonna think back? I mean, obviously Bill's a legendary coach when it comes to the Patriots, but like a lot of this feels like it's gonna overshadow a lot of his legacy is not taking a good path right now when it comes to what people are gonna remember about the end of Bill Belichick versus what he accomplished. Bill Belichick. It's gonna be
in the next few years, it might, but after that, people will remember him as a Patriot. And, yeah, for the recency bias, yeah, it probably will overshadow for a bit.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. So
I don't know if you saw, there was a defensive assistant or something who said something along the lines of like, "What we're doing to these kids is fucking off." Actually, hang on, let me pull up the quote here.
it's crazy.
Yeah, what we've done to these kids is fucked up. That's what he said.
I mean, when you have it that bad, it's like, man, this dude came in, wrecked a program. I mean, how far does this set this program back? You know what I'm saying? Like, he comes in, he has all of these things that go wrong with these impermissible like, we can't even get the like pay kids the right way over at UNC. You can't. I mean, everyone else seems to figure it out, right? We got all of these ways to pay kids now that's legal, and yet he's like, it's crazy.
Also, we got some more breaking news.
More breaking news. What do we got, Rec?
We have a
Baseball?
winner in the AOD. We have a winner in the AODS. The Toronto Blue Jays are moving on after defeating the Yankees in 4 games.
Feels like we're just heading to a Dodgers Blue Jays World Series, although the Dodgers are down right now.
I mean, they're up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah,
Although,
yeah.
they're probably going to lose this game. Bases
Well-
loaded. Although just 2 outs for Philly.
So it feels like, I mean, Toronto looks wildly good right now.
I did
That
not
offense
expect
is-
this.
That offense is clicking beyond belief, and they're dominating. They probably should have won last night too, but took it in 3-1 over the Yankees. Ding dong, the Yankees are dead. No one's upset. We're fine.
And nothing of value is lost.
No,
Yeah. So that, and then we also have, I was talking about this before, we have NHL. Just Scotty, do you know who the best team in the Central Division currently is right now?
in the NHL after one game,
After
The Central Division.
in the Central Division.
Chris, I'd have to look up who's in the Central Division.
You don't even know that your own team's in the Central Division.
We're in the Central.
Yes.
I know we won 4-1 last night against the Kings.
We
Let's go.
are the
We're the only
only
team that played.
we're the top of the division, and it's not even close, Scotty. The Avalanche is a sign that the Avs are going to take it all this year. Avs are already they're just going to stay up there. You know, all they do is win. So yeah, 1-0, and that goal differential, solid.
Dominant.
Tied for the best goal differential in the NHL with Pittsburgh and Toronto, which we all know what Toronto's Toronto.
And now the Kings are coming back on a back-to-back and dominating the Vegas Knights right now. So
We'll take it. Utah Mammoth.
well, nothing, but dominating.
Utah Mammoth might be our new rival. You see, they're in a lawsuit, the Utah Mammoth, on their name. There's
Is it with the Colorado Mammoth?
No,
actually.
it's with a equipment company that is called Mammoth LCC, or what is it, Rec? Mammoth
LLC.
LLC, and
Yeah.
they're suing the Mammoth.
Portland.
Yeah, so that's what you get.
That
Utah.
sounds like a dying brand that's begging for a payday.
it's trying to cash in, you know.
Maybe.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, most of the decisions that are made in court, I don't understand. So, who knows what'll happen there?
Who knows? And then in the WNBA, we have a 3-0 lead because I know we've been all tracking on what's been happening in the WNBA finals. Las Vegas leads 3-0 after a win tonight. They win 90-88 over the Mercury because we all care about what's going on there, right?
Yeah.
We all care, right?
The Aces win last year? Or am
Yes.
Okay.
And, yeah, they're on their way to a three-peat. Although Mark Davis, the owner of the Aces, was under fire last year for salary cap shenanigans, like paying players under the table.
I'm surprised he has the money to do that.
Did
But I
they-
guess in the WNBA, you just like, hey, here's $100,000, and they're like, oh my gosh.
Did he pay him to join a tree cutting company that they never showed up to work for? No, no, maybe not. Okay, yeah. I mean, at least put a cool company along with it, you know. So you have that as well. Otherwise, I don't really think any other storylines I missed out on over the last couple days. I think that's pretty much it.
I mean, people in the chat want to talk about the Chiefs, so let's
Chiefs.
talk about the Monday night game.
Let's talk about the Chiefs. So, Scotty, we didn't get to talk about the Chiefs and your takeaways from the Monday night game. But what were your thoughts on the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars? Obviously, that was a game that came down to the wire. And, I mean, I still can't, you still have I still have the image of Trevor Lawrence falling down, getting up, and I'm like, man, is he going to make it to the end zone? Finally gets into the end zone. But then I was like, oh, there's 23 seconds left and 3 timeouts? This game is plenty of time. And
Until we got a penalty on the kickoff, and then we were starting at like our 15. I was like, oh, well,
yeah.
not great.
But Chiefs take the L.
Minshew Mania.
Minshew Mania. I mean, Minshew Mania. What are your thoughts, Scotty?
Listen, I think people are excited to hear me be like pissed off. I'm annoyed they lost that game because that's a game they never should have lost. I mean, they were, if you watch the game, they're clearly the far superior team to the Jaguars. Outgained them by $150. Wasn't close in that regard. The offense could do whatever they wanted. The defense felt like the game plan wasn't great. And credit to the Jags. They took advantage. Obviously, the pick 6 at the goal line was a 14-point swing. I say this being honest, I'm more confident in the Chiefs right now than I have been the last 2 years. When they won a Super- I swear. I swear to you. Our offense is worlds better than it has been the last 2 years. And it's not close. And I can give you stats if you want. Right now, the Chiefs offense is second best in the league in yards per drive, 5th in points per drive.
Captain Irvin's laughing at you.
You can laugh. Guys, I put my money where my mouth is. After this game, and I saw the Chiefs are 9-1 to win the Super Bowl, I put $400 on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
Yesterday.
Bruh.
I am so confident the Chiefs are going to be fine. Let's keep in mind that offense is only going to get better when they get their best playmaker after this week. We got 1 week to go before Rashee Rice's suspension is up. Weird that Vegas has them still tied for fourth in Super Bowl odds in all the league to win it all. Like, I feel like everyone wants the Chiefs to be dead. I promise you, they are not. Like 2 and 3 obviously isn't ideal. Not thrilled about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them dead yet.
They're
but
not. They're not. This is a better team than they've had the last 2 or 3 years. The defense will figure it out. The defense is not playing great football right now. My biggest concern actually with the Chiefs is the lack of pass rush. Like, to get pressure on the quarterback, they have to blitz. If they bring 4, Chris Jones hasn't been playing up to his potential.
And on this play on the screen, he's not playing at all.
He didn't play at all on that one. He deleted all his social media accounts after that. But like, I'm telling you, I'm so and I'll like I can give you more stats. Like, the Bengals offense last year, the Chiefs offense through this season has been better EPA per play and success rate than the Bengals offense of last year. Right? And everyone was just like, the Bengals offense is amazing. Their defense just sucks. They're better. Last year, Mahomes was 33rd out of 33 or 36 qualified QBs in air yards per attempt. This year, third. All right. Tyquan Thornton, Worthy obviously missed a couple games, but now he's back, and we're about to get Rashee Rice back. The offense is going to be humming. We have a solution at left tackle. Our rookie left tackle is going to be a stud for the next 10 years in the league. I have no doubts about that. Show me a time this year Mahomes has had a clutch drive. Show me a time where Mahomes had the ball with an opportunity to win the game late.
The final drive of this game.
You mean when he started at 15 with 20 seconds to go?
It's still a chance.
No,
it's a slim chance, but still a chance.
And by the way, they might have scored on a play where Hollywood Brown just didn't look, and he hit him in the face with the ball.
That's great.
On that drive. So, no. Anyone who's questioning Mahomes' clutchness, just get the fuck out of here. Leave now. I mean, that's insane.
I mean,
this offense is way better than it's ever been. The defense is playing poorly, but it'll figure it out. This team will make the playoffs, and they will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And then we'll see from there. I'm so confident. I'm weirdly confident. The game was annoying. Like, it pissed me off on Monday night because they had no business losing that game because they were the far superior team and just had mistake after mistake. Oh, by the way, everyone was like, the Chiefs get all the calls. Okay. How about the fact that here's a stat for you. Let me find this one. I
love how Sky is still upset about that, even though the people who say that are just trolling you and rage baiting you. And it's succeeding.
Chiefs were penalized 9 more times than Jaguars for 84 yards on Monday night. And I'm not saying all those were bad calls. I mean, there were some dumb plays by the Chiefs, and they got to clean that up. Only other game in the NFL that has happened in the last 4 seasons was also the Chiefs against the Jaguars back in 23. So the Chiefs, the only 2 times there's been that disparity in calls and yardage in a football game in the last 4 years, it's been the Chiefs both times that have been on the raw end of that.
Joe Quills, welcome to the Excuses Show starring Scotty.
I don't need excuses. You guys are going to be all crying when you have to watch the Chiefs in a Super Bowl again this year, and I will be here for it.
I'll say this
Let's see how Sunday goes. Beat the Lions. Also, this is what Vegas knows. The Chiefs are 2.5-point favorites against the Lions.
I mean, the Lions, and everyone thinks the Lions are one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the NFL. That they are supposed to be representing.
Hey, listen, if you believe what you believe in the chat, dump all your money in the world on the Lions this week, because why would the Lions be underdogs against this garbage Chiefs team?
I will say this: the offense is definitely in a better spot, given like they haven't had much recently in, like, you know, when it comes, we always talk about like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, he's making the best out of what he's got with some, you know, average receivers, or, you know, Juju Smith-Schuster, or, you know, whoever it may be. And, you know, it's just like, all right, well, this year, if Rice comes back and plays to his potential, right, they could have a nice little the offense is going to be better, and it's looking already better.
The offense with Rashee Rice back will easily be a top 5, more likely top 3, and potentially number one offense in the league.
But I will say the running
And
game.
that's without a run game.
Yeah,
Which,
without a
by
run
the way, it's possible they'll upgrade that. There's been rumors with Brees Hall and Alvin Kamara potentially. I would actually rather add a pass rusher. But the problem with adding a pass rusher is who's trading a good pass rusher in the middle of the season. That's a lot harder to do than a running back that's like on the last year of their deal. It's way easier to trade for a running back. So we'll see what they do. But guys, I'm telling you, you can listen, enjoy it now. And that's why I bet it. There's only been 2 times in my life I've bet on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And the other time they were 10-1 midseason because they lost a couple games and were struggling. And guess what? They won the fucking Super Bowl. All right. I know what I'm doing. I
I will say the defense needs to get sharper, though. The defense needs to tighten up a little bit.
It's basically the pass rush. I think. Well, and I love Spags, but like some decisions on who to play in the secondary over who not to play is blowing my mind right now. We have a rookie corner who is like the PFF rated number 6 corner in the league thus far this year, and he was getting more and more snaps. He got 4 snaps. 4 snaps on Monday night.
I like Joe Spagnuolo over PFF.
Listen, I do too, but this dude's been a monster in coverage so far, and then he's playing Chamari Connor instead. Chamari Connor literally has 100% completion rate in coverage this year. There has not been a single time where he's been the main cover guy, and they haven't completed the pass. And oh, by the way, he was the one that somehow got ISO'd against Brian Thomas Jr. in the end zone with the pass interference late in the game. It's just wild, some of that. But guys, listen, it's fine. Enjoy it. If I wasn't a Chiefs fan, I'd be enjoying this too. Chiefs are dead. Ding dong. They're done.
I don't think they're dead. I just think, they have.
The Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl. I'm very confident of that. Unless pending like serious injuries. If they stay relatively healthy.
Pass rush. If you can rush the passer by January, I would not bet the Chiefs. If they do learn to rush the passer,
but here's the thing: they still get a ton of pressure because what they do is they bring blitzes. But oddly, that's not what Spags did on Monday night. It felt like they brought very few blitzes, and then also when they didn't blitz, they should have had the same game plan they had against Lamar, where like they let Trevor Lawrence get outside and run so many times, and I was like, force him to throw the football. Have a shadow, have a spy. They didn't do that. So I think they made some mistakes in the game plan. The schedule is tough. I'm not worried.
Yeah. Schedule. We have the Lions coming up, the Chiefs have the Lions coming up. You got the Raiders, the Commanders, in Buffalo.
Dub.
Confident in that one.
Buffalo's not playing well right now.
They're not, but you know how it is. They beat the Chiefs in the regular season, especially at home, and that's their Super Bowl.
It is.
You're aware of that.
Speaking of Super Bowls, did you see the reaction after the game on the Jaguars sideline and like
speaking of Super Bowls,
after the game, their owner came in and made this massive speech, and like Trevor Lawrence, I've never seen him more excited in his life. I'm like, good for you, Jags. You won your Super Bowl. Have the Jags been one of the luckiest teams in the NFL thus far to be 4-1? Of course, but I'm not saying the Jags aren't a decent. They're a solid, not great football team. And the Chiefs shouldn't have lost that game, but they did.
Chairman, Chiefs aren't dead. I would have preferred them to win and not lose the week before we play them.
Well, and part of the reason I'm confident this week against Detroit is 1, coming off that loss, 2 at home, and 3, Chiefs are healthy. Detroit is very much not healthy.
How are you feeling, Chairman? How are you feeling about that?
I think the injury situations, especially in the secondary for Detroit. Even Amon-Ra didn't practice today with the wrist thing. I'm sure Amon will play. That came out of nowhere. I'm sure he'll play.
So, Captain Urban, I was expecting delusional optimism, but good for you.
It's not delusional, Captain. It's not delusional.
So, Chris, what games you got on?
Somebody pin that because I'll be back at the end of the year, and I'll be like, I told you, Captain. I tried to tell you. Lions are a really good team. It won't be an easy. It'll be a high scoring game, I'm sure, this weekend on Sunday Night Football. Can't wait to watch with all you guys. I say that sort of sarcastically, but only because I'm going on a limb here a little bit. But I that's what I actually believe.
All right. Well, let's talk
They were
about
playing like garbage. I would say so, and they were through 2.5 weeks.
So, hey, Hauser, how's it been?
Hauser just in time to rep the ATL lab in the week 6 preview. Look at this. Welcome in. Good to have you, Sergeant. Scotty, if you look up, you can see a 500 record.
Enjoy it now, guys.
Enjoy
Get it all.
Get it all out.
Now.
Get it all
out now.
Go Falcons.
Just get it out and enjoy it and love your whatever you put in the chat because it won't last. It won't last.
Here we go. All right. Well, let's get into week 6. Why not? Let's get into week 6. Let's talk about some of the games. We only have 6 that we're previewing, so this might be a shorter show than we typically have. But we're still going to go over our best bets. We're still going to go through all of your questions when it comes to any of your fantasy advice. My fantasy teams, by the way, I have one team that's that I have in my work fantasy league that is just an absolute train wreck. I looked up, and you know how they highlight like the red for like questionable or doubtful or whatever. I had 2 players that didn't have that designation on my work fantasy league. And one of them was my kicker. The other one was Derrick Henry, who hasn't done shit. So I'm in trouble. It's been a rough go for me on my work. But I went 5-1 in my pick 6 against the spread competition. Won the week in my pick 6 league. So crushed that. Missed out by 1 on the jackpot for the week. And I'm second place in my pick 6 overall competition. So I'm crushing in that. But yet I still have a 500 record here. I don't know. I forget.
I haven't paid attention to our fantasy leagues, Chris, but real quick, I found out today my son, because he was out last week and he's actually questionable this week. My son, without discussing with me, dropped Brock Bowers from his team.
Oh,
Pick up another tight end.
Bruh.
Ooh.
I'm like, you did what? You did what?
Shit.
So now I had to put in a waiver claim. We'll see if we get him back. I don't know. He's like, but I didn't have another tight end. I'm like,
You don't.
he still had Malik Neighbors on his bench.
Oh no, young fella.
Also, speaking of not paying attention, thank you for leaving Lamar in your starting lineup last week.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
appreciate you.
I am definitely not paying attention in our ESPN leagues.
I could tell.
My bad. I'm still 2-3 in both of them, which for not paying attention isn't the worst, but
Yeah.
I think I'm 3-2 in one, and I'm I think I'm 1-4 or 2-3 in the other. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm 3-2 in the Axel Lab League, and we're not going to talk about the other league I'm in.
But I've been doing a lot better at picking games than running a fantasy league team. It hasn't been great for me.
If I could remember to pick in our Pick'em League, I'd be probably in first place. But my win percentage is fantastic.
We just, you know what? Maybe next year, you know what we got to do? We just got to put money in all these contests. We got to have buy-ins. Just keep us honest.
But I'll need.
And to keep Scotty honest.
But like, what's the buy-in? Because even then, if it's not, that sounds bad. But if it's not, yeah, it won't be enough where I pay attention.
It's got to be what?
I guess if we have that many people in, and even if it's like $10, but there's like 20 people in, maybe I'll pay attention.
Best part is Daddy Scotty can't unleash the unusual the usual rage. Yeah.
There was a slight like, what are you doing? You can't do that. It's not like, but I did contain it for the most part.
You kept your composure. You didn't.
Captain, I saw you wanted to change the playoff format. No, I'm not doing that. Finish in the top 4 if you want to be great. Be great.
That's what I'm going for.
Only 4 for a 12-man league? Then finish in the top 4 if you want to win it all. We don't. Who wants a guy that finished 6th in the regular season somehow getting hot and weirdly winning? No. Finish in the top 4. I just went with the default. You're in the top 4, so what are you worried about?
See, you just got to maintain. You just got to keep it going. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. So let's get into it.
Cool. It's with kids. It's with his classmates. So I'm hoping no one noticed, and I put in a waiver claim, but we won't know till Friday if he gets Brock Bowers back.
Hopefully, well, usually what's on your side is that, like, I don't think after the first initial waiver request of the week, usually people are like, all right, I got my guy or I didn't get my guy. And
in a kid league, I think it might get through the cracks.
I think you might squeak through.
We'll see. Not till Friday. We don't know till Friday.
I don't know how many other GM dads are really keeping eyes on it. I mean, I don't know. Are other dads as into it as you are?
I'm not even that. Like, I'm like into it because he's into it, but I don't do a ton for his team. Obviously, he just released Brock Bowers without my knowledge.
GM Scotty.
I help him with like who to play week to week a little bit, but then there's some that's like kind of a toss up. I'm like, go with your gut, bud. Like, I don't know, is Jacoby Myers or Stephon Diggs a better play this week? Well, you go with your gut.
Yeah. So all right. Well, there you go. So keep an eye on your fantasy leagues. Keep an eye on your pick'ems. Go make your picks. Make sure you're keeping up with it. But let's dive in. Let's dive into the week 6 preview of all of our games, all of our best bets. Make sure you're hitting us up with all your questions on all of these games. And if we don't cover any of them that you want, we're only covering 6 tonight of some of these top games. If there's not one that we cover that you would like to hear about, throw it in the chat so we know and we can talk about that one as well. But let's get it going and start out with the Bills and the ATL Lab, the Atlanta Falcons. And we'll get going here with this one. This game is I believe it's still 4.5 points, if not 3.5. I don't know if this is still 4.5. Atlanta plus 4.5 in this one. At home, Buffalo coming down to Atlanta in this one. Atlanta plus 188 on the money line. Buffalo minus 225. Over under set at 49.5. And Scotty, you're coming off the top here with one of your best bets off this first game.
Yeah, I based off of what I've said so far, I think you know what side I'm going with. I'm riding, and this never works. So congrats, Buffalo. You're probably going to win by 100. But I'm riding with the Lab. I'm riding with the ATL Lab.
Yep.
This spread's kind of surprising to me. I mean, you look at Buffalo. They're 4-1. Probably should be 3-2. Probably should have lost. They were outplayed for sure week 1 against Baltimore. And their other 3 wins are against just garbage teams. The Jets? Now I'm drawing a blank. But 3 bad football teams. Atlanta, you never know what you're getting with Atlanta through the course of a week. They're coming off a bye, though, here. 2 weeks to prep. Their offense has been, for the most part, really, really good. Take away that Carolina, whatever that was, a couple weeks back. I think they're going to score on this Buffalo defense. They'll be able to move the ball. Their offensive line has been protecting. Penix can throw with time. Obviously, you have Bijan. You have weapons. The Bills' defense is nothing to write home about. I think they're bottom third of the league, in my opinion, as far as talent on the defensive side of the ball for Buffalo. Not doing a lot for me there. Buffalo will score in this game. It could go. I think it'll go. If I had to lean, I'd lean over as well. But at 4.5, I just feel like usually Atlanta plays a lot of tight games, like field goal games, one way or the other. Buffalo hasn't been playing great football, in my opinion, despite being 4-1. I like Atlanta to cover at minimum here. And possibly win outright. I could see them winning outright.
I mean, that would be pretty impressive. I think that. I think this is going to be a close game. If I had a side in this game, it would be Bills or Falcons plus 4.5. So that way, I mean, you look at everything from this. The Buffalo Bills are going to be the public side in this one, right? I think I'm looking at this 69% of the public and 85% of the money all on the Bills -4.5. So lots of money coming in, very public side on the Bills, which means Falcons. You might be finding some value there. Also, to your side on the lean on the over under, 70% and 60 of the public, 67% of the money on the under. So, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this one. I do wonder how much the running game is going to slow down the game, but either way, both of these teams are going to be giving up a lot of yards when it comes to through the air, or both of these running games are going to be pretty good. I feel like the Josh Allen and the running game for the Bills is going to be able to make some moves on this defense here in Atlanta, but if I'm taking a side here, it's going to be Atlanta +4.5. I feel like it's a little too much here. If this was 3.5, maybe I start leaning towards Buffalo, but I still,
if it was 3, I wouldn't have a bet. 3.5, I still might take Atlanta, but 3, it's a no play. But at 4.5, I like Atlanta.
Yeah, and Michael Penix Jr., he's had his ups and downs this season. I do think this is a game that he's going to get up for. And I think this is a game that he'll be able to, get him moving. We have people in the chat saying, hey, this is the Kyle Pitts game. It could be. We've been waiting for a Kyle Pitts game for the last 4.5 years. So we'll see if this is it. I mean, this is the one. I think there's a chance he'll have a decent game.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
How much money you put on Kyle Pitts?
Kyle Pitts, poor guy. He just can never get away with. I think the Bills. I don't know if I would go as far as to say they'll. I coming off a loss. I do think that they're going to get up for this one, which is also what kind of has me like, I don't know. Either way, Falcons would be the side I would lean. I'd be on your side, Scotty. Rec, anything on this game?
I could see I know the Falcons are good, but I could see a get right game. Like the Bills were coasting the last 3 weeks. Finally got punched in the mouth. So maybe that loss is what they need to be like. Okay, we need to wake up and we need to start playing real football again. Again, because of how bad they played, I'm not betting either side, but I do see a world where the Bills wake up.
So you got the Bills. You would be on the Bills side, leaning on this one.
I would lean Bills, but I'm not taking any side here.
Okay, all right, there you go. Let's see in the chat. What's up, Brawley? Yo, what's up, Brawley? Fantasy football? Let us know what your questions are. We'll help you out. Let us know. Who's your team and where you're from? Like to get to know you a little bit better. Welcome to the lab. Appreciate it. Start 2, Flex 1, Javonte Williams, Kyron, Cook from Buffalo, and Saquon.
I'd start Saquon and...
Of those 4, I mean, that's 4. That's.
Javonte Williams.
I think Kyron might be the one I bench of those 4 because you start 2, Flex 1.
He was great last week.
Was he? I remember him fumbling at the goal line.
I mean, he did, but he had 29 fantasy points despite the fumble.
I mean, Javonte's a top 3-4 running back in fantasy this year.
Javonte's been a monster.
Javonte.
I mean, honestly, Barkley's probably got the least yards from scrimmage, or at least rushing. He had a long receiving touchdown last week, but he hasn't been the running game hasn't been getting off. But I don't know that you can bench
small 8-man league.
I don't know that you can bench Saquon Barkley. So
yeah, I'd go Saquon, Kyron, and then. Actually, they play the Panthers. Yeah, I'll have Javonte as the flex.
I think you got to have Javonte in there at least once. Small 8-man league. I was gonna say you have a stacked running back core right there. I mean, either way, I was gonna say, I was like, how many leagues?
Good problem there.
Yeah.
Also, check the chat again, Chris.
Does Penix know how to draw roughing penalties? AK flop. He could draw.
I mean, I'm looking real quick at one site. And they have the running back ratings as Saquon 6, James Cook 7, Kyron 8, and Javonte 10. So based off that, you'd sit Javante, but it's obviously very, very close.
Yeah, but like with the matchups again against Carolina, weak defense, I'd put Javante in.
Yeah, but Kyron's playing Baltimore. That's not a good defense.
Yeah,
exactly,
Baltimore
yeah.
gets everybody right.
I
You know?
would say all four of them are playing. Maybe the Giants is actually the best defense of the four somehow. 'Cause
Yeah,
Cook
I could.
had
I would
Anna,
sit James Cook. That'd be my suggestion.
and Cook has been great, and then last week he had a nothing burger on the Sunday night game. So
Yeah.
I
Also,
don't-
first
I
time
don't know.
chatter.
Mellow
Mellow
Gatsby, what's going on?
rated.
Finally got a stream. Thanks again for the raid the other week. Hope the stream and the season has been good to y'all. It has been great. We've had a great season so far. So go shout out Mellow Gatsby. Well, as always, we always like to support all you guys out there. Go give him a follow if you haven't already. But yeah, welcome in. Good to have you. Remind me, Mellow, who your team? Who your
Chargers
team was? It
fan.
Chargers? Was it Chargers?
He's one of the 5 Chargers fans.
All right, let's go. Chargers. Chargers, man, they're banged up. I'll tell you, if there's one team, every week I see a Chargers like starter just dropping. I haven't been a Cook fan the past year, but this year he's been cooking. He's been
I mean,
spicy.
last year he was good too.
Yeah.
He scored a lot of touchdowns last year, and he's been great this year prior to
Oof.
week 5, where he was almost non-existent. I think he got like 5, 6, 7 points. It wasn't great, but
I mean, Mello, at a certain point, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be tough to overcome the number of like substantial key player injuries that they've lost. They've lost a lot. I mean, they don't have who's their running back now? I don't even know.
Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal.
wait, what?
Vidal just got signed off the practice squad.
Oh man, it's when it rains it pours. And then so no running game.
both tackles, they're
The
benching
offensive-
their center for a backup center that was on the practice squad before this. Like,
Ooh.
I love Herbert. I actually think Herbert's really, really good, but like this is a tough situation for the Chargers. Granted,
Well-
they gotta get right spot this week. They play who do they play? Somebody bad.
Chargers?
Look, Mel. When you're hoping and praying
Miami.
for Alvin
Miami.
Kamara, you got problems. Alvin Kamara, the year 2025. Next, you're gonna be asking for Isaiah Pacheco.
I mean,
Why do we gotta do that, right?
we
Hey, it's less than here.
the
Okay.
AFC West isn't exactly spewing out really solid running backs at the moment. Genti was supposed to be that guy, but right now he hasn't been that
You're
guy.
not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
So far, he
Isn't
hasn't.
Jacob Dobbins the best back in the division?
Dobbins might be the best back in the division right now.
He's been the most
All
productive.
right. Hey,
Ray,
Let's go.
Ray, what's up, Ray? How we doing? Who's your team and where you're from? Like to get to know you a little bit better. Welcome in. We are covering week 6 of the NFL slate, covering the top games. If we don't cover your game, let us know. We'll cover whatever you want. My name is Chris. This is Scotty. We are your hosts for the evening. Let's get to the next game. Bears and Commanders coming in on this next preview.
Bears
Bears.
with the Hail Mary.
That's right. Chicago Bears on the road in Washington. 4.5 points.
49ers in Oakland.
Yeah, 4.5 points spread here. I believe. Let me double check to make sure that line hasn't moved. Still 4.5. Washington minus 225 on the money line to win the game outright. Bears plus 188. Over under set at 49.5. Let me see if we have any. I don't think either of us have any best bets in this game, if I'm mistaken. Let me see.
I do not. I don't know about you.
I do not.
I didn't see yours.
Okay.
So.
So, Scotty, your initial thoughts of the Bears going into Washington to face the Commanders?
I mean, on paper, 4.5 doesn't feel like that large of a spread. Yeah, the Bears have come up. I mean, they had a nice win against the Cowboys, and then they had a squeak out win against the Raiders. They also coming off a bye though now. 2 weeks to prepare. Commanders get a big win on the road in LA last week against the Chargers. Granted, a beat up Chargers team. I don't have a great feeling this one. This is one of the again we have a double header on Monday night for some reason. No one asked for it.
No
They
one
keep doing
asked. Why do we keep doing these double headers? Why?
I can't answer that. I'm not super high on either team. I think the Bears are playing better football and maybe, can keep this game close and potentially win late if it is close. Commanders, I'm just not that high on the Commanders. I know they won last week. I know they've been fighting. I mean, Jaden Daniels, without him, they still play good offensive ball. Went 1-1 without him. I'm just not sure who either of these teams are just yet. So that's why I got to stay away from it. But, I mean, the Commanders at home Monday night should win this football game.
Yeah, this at one point was 3.5, and I liked Washington at 3.5 better than I do at 4.5. I mean, the Washington Commanders, they can run the ball. They bring the league best 5.9 yards per carry into a matchup with the Bears defense, 6.1 yards per carry, which is just not. They haven't been good defensively against the run. It's the Washington Commanders, I think, have only turned the ball over. They haven't turned it over very often this season. So as long as they limit turnovers, I feel like they should be in a good spot at home on Monday night to be able to win this game. I don't know if I would lean towards Washington, but it's not one of my best bets of the week. I think even what's the total I said? 49.5. Why do I feel like that's a high total for this?
They're thinking points.
I don't know. I don't know if I see a high total in this game.
I think Washington will score. The Bears are just like such a toss-up on how they're going to play offensively week to week. I mean, they're just a little too inconsistent for me. But, I mean, they put up 24, 21, 31, and 25 in their 4 games. So they're reasonably, granted, one of those was a 52-21 loss. So I don't know if you take anything away from that. But in the rest of their games, they've won 2 and lost, obviously, that Monday night game where they were in control for a lot of it and then choked in the fourth quarter to Minnesota. So, I don't know. I don't know if that feels high. Feels about right to me, in my opinion.
Yeah. As far as the money, I mean, everything's public and money on the 4.5, split right down the middle when it comes to the spread. Public and the money, 88% and 86% on the under. So maybe that might draw us away to the over at some point. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it could. All of a sudden, it turns into like a 27-24 game or something crazy, and then it's like, all right, well, where did the offense come from? So, yeah, interesting game here. And again, Monday night. So mark your calendars for a doubleheader because, of course, we have to have those. But yeah, this one. Who's the better quarterback in this matchup?
Well, Jaden Daniels.
Is that a question?
Yeah. Was that an actual question?
It was, I was just curious to see if anyone has is sleeping a little bit.
I mean, the Bears have been hot the last couple of weeks.
Bears,
but Jaden Daniels has been the far more consistent quarterback throughout their short career so far.
Yeah, Jaden. I mean, obviously had dealing with the injury over the course of the last couple of weeks, but coming back, playing some good ball. Caleb is having a better year. I think a couple years in Chicago under this coaching staff, I think will get him in a good spot. So he just needs some time. But all right, let's move on. Broncos and Jets.
Oh God, we have to talk about this game.
I mean, it's by default.
Broncos fans,
by default, because Broncos fans like to talk about a little.
Well, I guess we're talking about the Browns game. I probably should keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. No, actually, we're not.
No,
we're not
no,
talking
we're not.
about the Browns.
Oh,
No, we're not.
Surprise!
okay. So why the hell are we talking about this game? Steelers Browns is a whole lot better than this.
I
It's
don't.
at least a division rivalry.
Yeah.
Broncos and Jets. This line. This is the London game, by the way. So we will be getting an early game. Make sure you mark your calendars. So 9:30 Eastern time is when this one will be kicking off. This has bounced around a little bit. Currently, and I'll take the better number, by the way. This is one of my best bets of the week. Broncos -7. It was 7.5. And then now I'm looking at it 7. So I'm going to make an alteration to my best bet. I want the 7. I want the better number here. So I will be taking Denver -7 in this matchup. I just think that this is going to be a matchup where Jets are just... I've been betting the Jets because I'm like, this is their get-right week. They're 0-3. This is their get-right week. They're 0-4. And they keep getting blown out. Like I have no idea how they're as bad as they are. Jets ranked 29th in EPA per play on defense, which feels about the worst you can possibly feel. They gave up 3 touchdowns and a field goal in the first half against the Cowboys team with 1 healthy starting offensive lineman. Just top to bottom, the coaching staff getting a team like this to go over the pond, like the leadership and the readiness for that, I think is just, if you're taking the 2 coaches and who's going to have their teams ready, I would trust Sean Payton to have his team ready versus what we have on the other side with the New York Jets. I just, top to bottom, the defense here for the Denver Broncos has been showing out. They've been stout all season long, and this offense for the Jets hasn't been as exciting as we might have thought. Even if we thought they would be a little bit with Justin Fields, not quite there. So that being said, over under total, by the way, set 43.5. Denver's going to win this game. It's just by a matter of how much. But when you look back at the Jets' losses, I keep saying, like, when are we going to start buying? Like, as a betting person that likes to take value on a team that needs to get a win, they just keep burning me. So I'm over it. I'm going to take teams against the Jets until they prove me wrong, and I'm going to take Denver here.
I'm looking at it. They're probably 2-3 against the spread, if I had to guess. Yeah, they're 0-5. They're not a good football team. Surprisingly, the worst part of their team, I mean, their offense hasn't been great, but their defense has been awful, basically, through 4 weeks. I mean, 34, 30, 29, 27, and 37 over 5 weeks. Sorry. That's atrocious. And it's not like you're playing, I mean, you're playing some decent teams, Bills, but like even the Steelers getting 34 on you, like, what are you doing? And Dolphins put up 27, and the Dolphins only win of the season, I believe. So yeah, this Jets team isn't good. I don't typically like to bet on London games because, like, you just don't know fully how teams are going to show up. Obviously, this is like could be a trap game for the Broncos. Jets obviously probably should be, if they're not embarrassed that they're the only winless team, they should be. But in this one, I don't have a great feel. I don't know if Denver's offense is good enough to take them as a touchdown favorite on a neutral site against anybody, because I still don't believe in Bo Nix specifically. I'm not a believer.
Not a believer.
But the Broncos defense should be able to, as long as they keep Justin Fields within the pocket, don't let him run around too much, contain the Jets offense. And the Jets defense has been weirdly bad. Like, there's some talent on that defense, so I don't know what's going on there. Especially you hire a defensive coach and Aaron Glenn. You think at least maybe get that side of the ball right, but it has not been right at all thus far this year. I mean, the Cowboys ran roughshod last week over the Jets in embarrassing fashion. So with that, I mean, the Broncos should win this game, probably should win comfortably, but London and the fact that maybe the Jets finally are like, I'm embarrassed, turns the tide a little bit. But if it was under 7, I'd probably, at 6.5, I'd probably like Denver a little more. At 7.5, it's probably a no play for me.
The Jets should just be embarrassed that they're the Jets.
Well,
they should be embarrassed that the team exists.
Like, in a team that hasn't been playing well, I don't know. Like, I just get up and go over to London and feel like, yeah, we're I don't know. I just don't feel like they are going to be as ready with the team that this.
It's at least like a 3 or 4 hour shorter trip for them.
It is. It is. Broncos.
Yeah,
Well, Broncos left straight from their last game.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. Like,
So
oh yeah, for the Jets. Yeah, they left from Philly.
yeah, so Broncos left from Philadelphia, straight over to London. Like literally after the game, they got on a bus and went. So they've been over there all week, which get going, get used to the get used to the jet lag. So. By the way, in the chat, we have some not taking Broncos for Survivor. Every time they play a winless team, they lose. Last week was brutal for Survivor. I think you're final 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the Chiefs game, we lost another one.
We lost.
I still say if you picked the Cardinals last week, you should be allowed to be in still. That's still insane.
Oh, the Cardinals lost that game in crazy fashion.
And another team, the game as hard as Arizona. 3 fumbles, and none of them were forced. All 3 of them were just like, oh, here you go. We don't want this.
Celebrate Yankees being eliminated. Vikes 5-0 in London games, says Black Market. Best moment in Jets history is when the kid from Big Daddy says he's cheering for the goddamn Jets. Yeah.
I do recall that.
I do.
Yeah, it's like people talk about how like if you raise your kids to be a Jets fan, you should be arrested for child abuse.
Jets or Browns?
Their best runs in the last 30 years have been with Mark Sanchez as quarterback.
They really have.
Yeah.
AFC Championship game appearances.
Maybe just start stabbing people in the game, and then you'll maybe win a couple.
I have,
or just get yourself stabbed.
I have an incredible Halloween costume idea.
Oh, and is it the old man that got attacked by Sanchez, or is it actually Sanchez?
It's. I want to. Let's save it for our Halloween special.
Feels like it's Sanchez related. But.
Let's just save it for the Halloween special. Just
so you're gonna buy a Sanchez jersey?
Stay tuned. I may or may not already own one. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. All right, so there you go. There's the London game for this week. Let's get to the next one. Lions and Chiefs, which is going to be a very, very interesting and entertaining game, in my opinion. Here we go. I'll take a look at the current line, but as of this graphic here, Kansas City -2.5, total set at 52.5. Nice large number there. Detroit,
a nice little fan face off for this.
Detroit +120, KC -142 on this one. But let me double check and make sure these lines are still accurate with what we have here. So Chiefs are still 2.5. 2.5 point favorites in this one.
I mean, I've pretty much already exhausted this one quite a bit. I think the Chiefs come out. I think they play well. I think they win. Barring stupid things like last week, don't have a million penalties, don't have some dumb turnovers. That's not to say Detroit. Like I said, I think Detroit's a little beat up. The Chiefs are not, especially in the secondary for Detroit. I know Chairman earlier said, well, it's way not as bad as last year and it's next man up. But like last year, it didn't go well when you had all those injuries on the defensive side of the ball. So I think Casey's offense is feeling very comfortable right now. I think they obviously need this one more than Detroit does, being at 2-3. So I think the whole world is probably like, why are the Chiefs favorite in this game? This is ridiculous. But I think the Chiefs find a way. I think Detroit will score. Goff either has his greatest game of his career against the Chiefs or plays poorly, and there's not really a lot of in between. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Chiefs will win this game. That's all. I don't know what else to say. I really believe that.
And this is your best bet, right?
I have the Chiefs -2.5.
Yep. Or you got minus,
or maybe
you got you have 2 here.
They opened at 1.5, but then I think I got them at 2, and now they're 2.5. Yeah.
So this is your best bet of the week. Lions just got done. We talk about the splits on the road. That's why I'm kind of nervous about this game. Normally, early on in the season, it's kind of like, Chiefs at home under a field goal favorite, or even just catching points. It's usually an automatic take. You always take Chiefs under a field goal in KC, or as an underdog in KC, right? Or as an underdog in general. Across the board, that's been pretty profitable for you over the last couple of years. Now, here, catching the Chiefs under a field goal to win this game by 3, it's an interesting one because Detroit, obviously, coming in. This is their second on a back-to-back road trip. So they just got done with, it was Cincinnati, so you can't really say much about that. But at the same time, they still did what they had to do on the road. So this is back-to-back weeks. Chiefs at home in prime time. They're a tough team to beat. Looking at the numbers coming in, 83% of the public, 91% of the money is on Lions plus 2.5.
Love it.
Lions are the public side when it comes to this game, which makes me, this screams take KC. This screams. It's not one of my best bets, but the Kansas City Chiefs are getting right offensively. So I know they're going to be there. It's just whether or not the defense is going to be able to hold up against this Lions offense. That's the biggest question I have in this game is, can the Chiefs slow down Jared Goff and what they're doing offensively? And I think that's a big factor there.
Cuban, yeah. I didn't make a great case right here, but I feel like I talked about it earlier in the stream, and I didn't want to talk about the Chiefs for forever. So go back and watch the earlier part where I talked about it.
Scotty's speech was so moving. I just put $400 on the Chiefs winning. Hey, there it is. Let's see. Looking forward to the 2-4 start for the Chiefs, says Captain. Lions seem to be back where we like them. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're playing good. They're playing good ball. I don't know if they've played any great teams since week 1 when they got blown out, but I guess the Ravens, I guess people thought were going to be good, and then they did have Lamar in that game. But
if anything, too, I think teasing up the Lions. If you have a decent
chairman, do you think the Lions are going to win this game?
Back as the underdog, says Chairman.
Do you think they'll win this game? Do you think the Lions will win?
Chairman, what's your prediction?
Just curious. I'm a I. Is that like incomplete? What is that?
It is. It's an incomplete message within the chat. Which, by the way, Chairman, you're going to be here for what is this Sunday? Sunday night.
It is Sunday night. So,
Chairman, you're in for a Sunday night stream, right? You're going to be here. You're going to be watching with us. That means a yes, says Black Market. Okay, we'll see. Let's see. Any other? I'm a lifetime Lions fan. Of course, I don't think we'll win. Oh, see, Chairman, you got to have more confidence than that.
No, he's just protecting himself. He's protecting himself. I like that. I like it.
He's just, just having a safe place to be, protecting himself. Fair enough. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's go to the next one then. So Chiefs and Lions. I mean, is this the game of the week? Probably the game of the week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And we've had some great Sunday night football games. I expect this one to be just as good as all the ones that we've seen so far, because we've seen last minute we've seen overtime, we've seen a tie, we've seen a little bit of everything Sunday night football. So absolutely, guys, if you are not used to hanging out with us on a Sunday night, make sure you are here this Sunday night for Chiefs Lions. We'll play some bingo. We'll hopefully gift out some subs if we win some bingo squares. We'll go over all the week 6 recaps and takeaways, and then we'll see how our best bets ended up finishing out. So make sure you tune in this Sunday night. No one covers the NFL better on this platform than us. We absolutely crush it. On Humble brag. All right.
Wasn't that humble.
Let's get to the next one. Seahawks at Jags. See, two teams that I think are very surprising coming into this season. We have two teams that no one really expected to have a lot of success. Jacksonville looking at 4-1 after their win against the Chiefs. Seattle starting out fast in their season. Well, I mean, now they're 3-2, but still, I mean, when it comes down to, you know, the quarterback play in Seattle and like what they've been able to put together on the field, I mean, it's been interesting to see. So a little bit of a surprise, but this will be an interesting game for sure. So the Seattle Seahawks making the long flight out to Jacksonville, who, you know, chilling at home for the second game in a row, playing at Duval. Seattle 1.5 point underdogs on the road. The Jags -118 on the money line. Seattle +100, and the over under at 47.5. Does Trevor Lawrence have the magic? I've got the magic in me.
Does he got sunshine in his pocket?
I thought he played pretty well. I don't know that he played like fantastic on Monday night, but I thought he played. I mean, he played well, and he made some big throws down the stretch. I mean, that throw to BTJ down the sideline to set them up in position was one of the better throws of the season. So credit there. I don't think he's played as well as the starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks this year, though. Like, I think Sam Darnold quietly.
Sam Darnold's playing
great again. Now he did the opposite on Sunday, and he made the ultimate mistake in a game that should have at worst gone to OT against Tampa, and made a bad choice and bad read and threw a pick, and that was that. I don't have a great feel. I'm nervous for the Jaguars because it does feel like they just came off their Super Bowl. And are they focused and honed in, or does that just like it go one of two ways? They could just be like, "Oh, we're celebrating too much and we're not focused," or it could be like, "Hey, let's ride this momentum and let's hone in and let's focus and let's get the job done again." Jacksonville being only 1.5 point favorite against Seattle, I think most people are probably. I'm sure the betting's on Jacksonville in this one. I think these teams are pretty even, to be honest. I think they're pretty similar. They're solid teams, not great teams. Should be an entertaining game. I don't have a great feel or bet. I thought about betting Seattle, but I didn't bet Seattle, right?
You did not. You did not. You have a couple others that we haven't talked about, but
right.
Yeah.
I thought about Seattle just based off of Jacksonville feeling like they came off a Super Bowl win. But they could hone in and they get to stay at home. It is a long trip for Seattle, so that's always an effect on teams. And Seattle's a little beat up right now, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So we'll see how that goes. But like another star, Jackson Smith-Njigba has been an absolute stud. He's everything and more that Seattle wanted, and probably why they knew they could move off DK is because they have another stud in the wing. So he's playing great. The offense is playing pretty well for Seattle. I think both defenses are opportunistic and not elite defenses, but should be a good game.
Jacksonville's defense is a little underrated. I feel like they've been playing some decent football, but yeah, the line here +1.5 for Seattle. It's hard for me to trust it because it's like you want to take the points in a game. You already talked about the Super Bowl. I think that any team coming off like a massive win that they'd never expected to be in that game, or you just feel like it's a bigger win than you would think, right? You have a letdown spot, and so Seattle +1.5, but the 1.5. I mean, it's a early morning game flying all the way down. That's a lot. Seahawks do have 2 road wins this season, so they've played well on the road. This line is just kind of a weird line that I just don't want to mess with. I have no idea. I could see Seattle winning this one, by a touchdown. I could also see, the Jags pulling out a win. I think it's gonna be a close game. Anytime you have a close game, you take the points. It's a 1.5 point spread, so it's like, what do you do with that? 47.5. I'm staying away. But
Jags, I think, have a very underrated offensive line. It's playing really good football. And Travis Hunter made some certainly flash plays on Monday night and is building more and more confidence. I mean, that dude with the ball in his hands is elite. You just got to get in his hands with space, and like he's very, very hard to bring down.
Trevor is the weirdest quarterback in the league. He is, man. He has flashes, and then he just does crazy things. Like, it's just, you never know what you're going to get with Trevor Lawrence, right? It's just
him and like Kyler Murray.
Him and Kyler. Like, I just don't.
Just not that it was Kyler's fault last week, including he was concussed after getting hit in the head with a snap.
Getting smacked in the face.
And now he's on the injury report, the foot issue.
Still one of my. That's butt fumble equivalent for me. Just snap to the dome. But anyways, so yeah, Jaguars 4-1 though. They're challenging the Colts here. Challenging the Colts for the division. Can they keep up? We'll see. All right. 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the next game we'll be covering. San Francisco obviously beat up over the first few weeks of the season, and still a lot of it's kind of ironic. How ironic is it that the healthiest dude on this San Francisco is Christian McCaffrey? Like, figure that out. I mean, usually it's Christian McCaffrey, the one we're always like, oh man, he's always the injured one. This year, he's the only healthy one. So that's what's happening when the 49ers go down to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. This one is, the spread is at 3 right now in favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucks minus 154 on the money line. Under over line is 47.5. Scotty, this is one of your best bets of the week.
Yeah, had a hard time coming up with 4, but I still don't. I just can't believe in the 49ers right now. With all the pieces missing, and a lot of them aren't necessarily coming back this week. And Mac Jones even got beat up at the end of the game last week on Thursday night. And
he was beat up before that game. Dude. He was playing hurt, and then he got even more hurt.
And I mean, they still have all those injuries at the wide receiver spot and things like that. Pearsall probably won't play again this week. Purdy is not back. Purdy's not going to play this week.
It's gonna be the Big Mac. We're going to
which he's not.
It's gonna be Mac Jones.
He's not 100%.
And Mac Jones is. Listen, I don't think there's a big difference with Mac Jones versus Brock Purdy. I think they're pretty similar guys, and that I don't know if that's more telling about Mac Jones or Brock Purdy. You guys can decide that. But
Ray getting said about Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne did have a monster game.
Hey.
Actually, I don't know who was playing receiver there, and I don't know what he did with the real Kendrick Bourne.
The Bourne identity.
Well, I mean, I feel like there was also,
ultimatum.
I mean, literally the whole game, the Rams gave Mac Jones first read underneath routes throughout. It was bizarre to me. I'm like, figure this out and like, don't give him the easy option and force him to throw the ball down the field. But they continually did. And Tampa finds ways to win games, even when they're close. Obviously, Baker's playing great football. They're beat up at the wide receiver spot too. Obviously, Mike Evans probably won't play again this week. Chris Godwin didn't practice today. After
it's okay, they got Emeka Egbuka, who's
that's the only guy that they throw to anyways. Their rookie Emeka Egbuka. So if he's healthy, that's probably the most important thing. But I don't know. I just have a feeling like I just still can't believe that the 49ers are as good as their record at 4-1 with all the injuries they have. And I think listen, I might push this one. The Bucs might win by a field goal late. But I don't see the 49ers winning this game. Granted, nobody saw them beating the Rams last week. So
yeah,
especially you and Rec.
The survivor pick wasn't so hot. So
I'm gonna ride the Baker train this week and hope that they can cover that 3-point spread.
Yeah, I was able to get this number at 2.5, so I got the Buccaneers at a slightly better number. Don't have to worry about the push.
I'd like to change my pick.
Hey, hey, I'm like top 3 in the super contest.
Switch to all of a sudden. Hey, let's reverse that. San Francisco covering this number easy. The money and the public are kind of right down public's right down the middle on Tampa Bay -3. The money more so on San Francisco. Sharp money coming in a little bit more on San Francisco. But I'm with and Ray, you're a San Francisco fan. What do you think about this game? How are you feeling about this one? Lots of West Coast teams traveling down to Florida. You got lots.
So I should probably go with Jacksonville because the Seahawks don't do well on the East Coast.
I mean,
forgot about that.
We got 49ers flying down. You got the Seahawks flying down to Florida.
And ironically, they're both flying to Kentucky, and then they're just going to drive.
Just flying to Kentucky because that's where all the
drive to the stadium from there.
Is Kentucky the only airport anywhere east of the Mississippi? I think it is. I think it is.
Come on, man.
Captain Urban. We always have to come back to that, Captain. You know that. I didn't see it coming this time. 49ers get one more lucky win. Says Ray. All right, Ray. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Everyone had them pegged for dead in the water for Thursday Night Football. And they somehow, some way found a way. But congratulations, man. And that's the thing. I think coaching-wise, coaching is the fact that Shanahan can get this team ready, given it's literally just all injured players. Good for him, man. Good for him. So, yeah, no lean for me in this one. This strikes me as like, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be like a 27-23 Buccaneers win or something. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be somewhere in that range. Maybe that's a little high for the total. I don't know. Maybe a little on the high end. But going to be an interesting game, given, I don't know, Baker. We'll see what he has. Bucks have a lot of injuries too.
Let him bake.
I think Mac Jones worries me. Mac Jones, when he was how he looked at the end of that last game, I don't know how you don't put him back on the field at the end of that game, even with 3.5 left. All right. So let's talk about all of our best bets. If we didn't cover a game that you want to talk about, make sure you throw it in the chat right now. If there's an interesting
Steelers,
game.
Browns.
Well, okay, let's talk Steelers and Browns. We can talk Steelers and Browns. Let's go through. Steelers might be one of they were on the cusp of being one of my best bets, but I'm not going to crack on my addiction here to betting the Steelers. I'm done. I'm keeping my chip, even though I do like the Steelers this week. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's go through best bets, and then we'll talk Steelers and Browns. So, Scotty, recap yours, and there's I think one that we didn't talk about.
Yep. So already talked about. I got Falcons plus 4.5 at home against the Bills. Tampa that we just talked about. I have it at 2.5 too. Oh, look at that! I didn't even remember that. So like it even more at 2.5. KC -2 at home against the Lions Sunday night, and then I have two reasons. One, I'm just gonna keep betting Indy because like until people start believing in them more and realize that they're actually pretty damn good. Like I'll just keep betting them. And two, they're playing the Cardinals. F the Cardinals.
You were still salty.
The Cardinals don't deserve to have a team after what they did last game. They don't deserve the
Who's
right.
less deserving to exist? The Cardinals or the Jets?
Oh my gosh! I just
fire them both into the sun
Just
and go back
get
to
them
30
outta here.
teams.
Get them out of here. Right now, for me, it's the Cardinals because they were my survivor pick. And ugh. Screw you, Cardinals. I'm taking the Colts, and I hope the Colts cover by 4 touchdowns.
I mean, I don't know.
No, an AFC versus NFC team. I should be rooting for the NFC team, but no. Not this week.
The Salt Night Rises.
Got the fire in your gut on this one. That's
They
right.
did not have the fire in their gut last week, that's for sure.
Who took the bus? Who drove? Stupid. Still one of the craziest.
Also, what do you think about getting fined $100,000?
What was the, what? Did
He hit the player that fumbled at the goal line.
Oh,
Mary
yeah.
DeMercado.
Listen, I hate that he had to apologize. He shouldn't apologize. That player should be the one apologizing. And I don't know, they're NFL guys. It's not like it was like a hit that was gonna hurt the guy. Should coaches put their hands on the guys? Probably not. But like, I'm not surprised they fined him. But I kind of think it's stupid.
yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of former and current players on Twitter defending him. Like I saw Des Bryant on there, like, "Hey, if I did something like that and the coach hit me,
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, that's
he
fair."
deserved to get hit. Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
there's-
granted, his fine wasn't as much as Jerry's fine this week for.
Flipping off a fan.
Did you hear Jerry's explanation for that? He was like, "I just put up the wrong finger. It was a mistake."
I mean, he's senile enough. He's senile enough
That's
to
what
that
he
might
went
be
with.
legit.
I was like, AI couldn't even come up with that, like, like reasoning. I meant to give a thumbs up, and instead I gave the middle finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old,
Force of habit, my bad.
good old Jerry.
I want me some glory.
He got fined $250,000 for that, though.
Which he's appealing for some reason. Like, we all saw you do it.
Well, maybe he's just appealing the amount. Maybe he wants it reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah, so crazy situation there. But so anyways, let's go and we'll take a look at some of the other games that I have. So
Yeah, we only talked about one of yours.
yeah, we only talk about one. But let's go ahead and get into the other ones that I have here. So the Carolina Panthers I have at +3.5 this week. This one is
Jerry's giving you a middle finger right now.
Yeah, he got some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, he does. Well, Carolina here at home. Carolina's just a different team at home, and Dallas on the road. I mean, I just feel like this is going to be a spot where you have an injured Dallas team. I was looking at the injury report for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's like 4x the injuries of the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers do tend to play well in Carolina when they're comfortable and at home. So Dallas defense still questionable, still not great. I'm a little concerned about the offense, but I do think this will be kind of a closer game than it should probably expect. 65% of the public on the Dallas Cowboys in this one. So, you know, there's just a lean for me more when I'm looking at that to really entice me to make this as my best bet of the week, which is what I did. And I got Carolina +3.5. I think this is going to be a closer game than people expect. Carolina's defense at home plays a little bit better than they typically do on the road. So, yeah, I think this will be potentially a closer game than what people expect. Denver -7. Got the 7. We already talked about that. I just trust the leadership of two teams that are going across the pond to play in a Euro game in London. I trust the more stable coaching staff and leadership than I do a team that's 0-5 that can't figure out how to get their team up, even when they're desperate for a win at 0-3, 0-4. What am I expecting across in London that I just don't know what they're going to be able to do. So Broncos -7. I also have the Chargers and the Dolphins in this one, but I have the under. Both these teams very, very underwhelming in the sense that, one, you have a broken team in the Chargers that their offensive line is absolutely disintegrated. They have zero running game. You're asking Justin Herbert to go out and run up the score in a situation where he's got nobody on that offense that's healthy. So what am I going to see offensively from him? If they can protect him long enough, he might be able to put up some points. I just don't see it, and I don't trust the Dolphins to necessarily put up anything. Dolphins, they just I don't trust their offense either. So that being said, I'm taking the under. I think this is going to be a tough game for points to be scored. So under 44.5. And then for the same reason you took Indy, I like Indy -6.5. If it's under a touchdown, I'll take it all day. I would probably even take this up to like 7.5. But feel a lot better.
Cardinals suck.
I feel a lot better at 6.5 that they're just going to crush the Cardinals, who give away games that they shouldn't. So that, that's the way I'm going to lean on that one. So those are my best bets of the week. Eagles and Giants in the chat, by the way. All right, so let's talk about a couple more games that you guys threw into the chat, and we'll close out with those.
The game is at MetLife.
Yeah, and I think that one's going to be closer than a lot of people expect. I mean, we still haven't seen the offense of the Eagles figure things out. Apparently, they had a long meeting this week, like we've heard, teams do all the time. Oh, there was a long meeting between Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and AJ Brown. What that means going forward, I don't know. I don't really trust that a meeting's going to change shit outside of I think they probably still hate each other right now. Especially, I think AJ Brown hates them and they hate AJ Brown. And obviously the Giants aren't a great football team, but they've been playing. Obviously got a big win 2 weeks ago. Didn't get another win this past week. And that offense isn't going to be anything explosive, but I still think Jackson Dart's an upgrade over Russ, and potentially in a lower scoring game could keep this close.
If I had a pick in this game for the Steelers,
this is tomorrow's game, right?
Yes.
Thursday
Night football, so more reason to lean Giants. Short week, divisional game on the road.
Yeah.
I don't have a bet in it, but I agree. Giant. If I had to make a pick, it would be the Giants.
Yeah, I think. I haven't seen enough from Philly to really.
They haven't won a game by 2 scores all year.
No, and that's why this line is kind of crazy to me. 7.5 against, again, a Giants team in division at home. Giants defense playing well. At least that defensive line is going to be competitive in this game. So, I would lean taking the points in this one as well. So there's that one. We also have in the chat, we are Rams and Ravens. Love your thoughts on that one.
Go LA.
Rams will win that game. Let's be clear on that. Because here's the thing. The Ravens, they have this game, and then they have their bye week. So why would you throw out anybody? The rest of their schedule, I think, is a cupcake schedule, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So
the only thing that's not cupcake is they do
you
have
throw
5
people
divisions.
out. You throw people out because you're going to be 1-5, maybe. But
still, you gamble in the sense that you don't want to get anybody else hurt because you're already devastated. This feels like a throwaway week. It feels like a week where you just get past it. You get to your bye week. You have basically 2 weeks to get right with all your starters and everyone being healthy or getting healthy, and then you crank it up after the bye week with a cupcake schedule, hoping you're not too far behind to get up into a playoff spot or a wild card spot or something. So it's still crazy to me to think that the Ravens are still kind of towards the top in division odds to win that division.
They're not near the top. They are the top.
And it's still so weird to me that that's the case. I do like the over in this game. If I were to pick anything, I think the over is in line. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring the Ravens give up points to everybody. It doesn't even matter. They're going to give up points to everybody, and I think the Ravens might score 14 to 17 points too. So
worst defensive team of the Ravens' existence.
Yeah,
it's bad. But this is the easiest division in football right now. So I guess because of that. But like if they go 1-5, they're gonna need to go. I mean,
But
9-2 down the stretch.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 losses
to get to 10-7, and then maybe.
I mean, here's their schedule. Here's their schedule after the bye week: Chicago, Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, New York Jets, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals, New England Patriots, Packers, Steelers. So
they'll probably lose
not
like
a
2 or
tough
3 of
schedule,
those.
but
I mean, Green
they're
Bay,
11-0 in those.
Green Bay and Minnesota are like the two tougher teams on that slate.
Patriots are playing better ball. At Minnesota won't be easy. Steelers, listen, it's Steelers Ravens. You know, those are going to be battles.
Yeah, I always call that a split every year to begin. We'll probably lose 1, win 1. Usual shit.
Black market, you guys are pretty average at your picks this year. Yeah, we are.
What do you mean, 10 and 10?
10-10. I mean, if 500.
I mean,
500 means you lose money, though, unfortunately.
But still, it's a lot better than what you would expect from
could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse.
I'm trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
Should have had a 4-0 week. I'm still mad about it.
You're mad about the Jaguars and you're mad about the Cardinals.
Yeah, because those were fluky ass wins.
Let's see. Oh, and then
losses.
And then your Steelers, Rec. Obviously, you know, I like your Steelers this week. I'm not betting on them, but the fact that they're playing a team that just played, the Browns coming back, right? And then the Steelers coming off a bye at home. It's a great spot for the Steelers to be in, -4.5. The problem is like this is a 30 over/under total set at what, 38? And it's a 4.5 point spread. So low scoring games tend to say, all right, you take the points. But in this situation, I feel like Pittsburgh should be. This is why I'm staying away from it, Scotty. I'm not messing with it. But
yeah, I'm not high on either team. Obviously, it should be low scoring. I think division matchup, and then I mean Cleveland should give Rodgers fits. I don't think Rodgers will be comfortable in the pocket, so that'll be a problem. And I don't expect Cleveland to do a lot offensively coming back from Europe and second start for Dylan Gabriel. So I don't know. I'm not gonna watch that game except for on Red Zone, Chris. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. At very least, if you're still somehow in Eliminator, that this is probably your pick.
And they probably won't be on Red Zone a lot. So
it won't be in scoring position as much as you would think.
Obviously, I've been very cynical of my Steelers for a while now. The Browns going to Pittsburgh is about as free of a win as there is in the NFL. They haven't won in Pittsburgh in the regular season since 2003.
It's wild.
Listen. The Steelers are 3-1 with a negative point differential. I just can't trust it yet.
I know.
At all. Not that I trust the Browns. So
same thing. The Browns online has been kind of leaky. Steelers pass rush has gotten right in weeks 3 and 4, so they should be giving Dylan Gabriel a lot of fits. The Steelers have gone with the big jumbo. They went with that big jumbo set scheme against the Vikings. That worked well. Against this defensive line, especially with Myles Garrett, that should be okay.
Do you think? You know what the biggest question is? Sorry to cut you off. Right.
Okay.
But the biggest question in this game is who's going to be the backup quarterback for the Cleveland Browns?
They haven't even. Stefanski refused to say that. He refused to say if it's Shedeur or Zappi.
Yeah. The best thing that could happen in this game, and listen, I never want anyone to get hurt, but it would make the game a lot more interesting if somehow Dylan Gabriel got hurt early and they put Shedeur Sanders in, because then people would watch.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would go well for Cleveland, but people would watch them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, but either way, And the way like everything is playing Steelers, like even the officiating crew, well, apparently this officiating crew favors the Steelers a lot. So like the Steelers are 10-1 with Ron Torbert officiating the game,
Conspiracy.
including a 8-3 against the spread.
I mean, yeah,
When you
there's
look into it.
there's a
Steelers get all the calls for cheating.
all of the calls. They get all the calls.
All right, Saute Smith.
Yeah. By the way, what else do we got in the chat? Chris was right about the Jags. I mean, I'm not.
No, he wasn't.
I
Like being. Oh, you mean before the season? I thought you
before
meant
my
Monday.
preseason. Yeah. Well, I'm still sweating it out, and the Colts are
I mean,
like,
the Colts are definitely a better team than the Jags right now. We'll see. I mean, there's
yeah.
12 more games to play, but right now the Colts are the team to beat in the AM. Right, and honestly, the Texans might get back in the mix too.
Pretty much any team other than the Titans has a chance.
Basically,
And somehow all 4 AFC South teams won last week.
best division in NFL.
Titans didn't win, did they?
It's the best division in the NFL. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, those are our picks. So it looks like we agree on one pick. So Indy will be our super pick of the week. So
It
we
hit last week
it
with
hit-
all 3 of us.
I mean, we continue. I didn't even have to change the graphic at the bottom with the Indy picks. It was 6.5 last week. They covered. It was 6.5 this week. We're gonna roll it back.
Update. The Philadelphia Phillies stay alive with an 8-2 win over the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was it? Who's our Philadelphia guy in the chat that was like, "Oh, it's going to be a big problem when the Phillies and Eagles
Joe.
will play on Joe Quills." And I wanted to say like, "No, you don't have to worry about it. The Phillies won't be playing on Sunday."
Yeah. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
Tomorrow we got both NL games: Phillies, Dodgers, and Brewers, Cubs.
Both teams stayed alive. Cubs squeaking out one, and
It's a
All
trap.
right.
STG for 29
Let's go.
months. Let's go. Thank you, STG. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Thank you so much, Piglet. I hope they take out the Fodgers. Yeah. Let's hope so.
I'm fine. I understand why people would cheer against the Dodgers, but I can't cheer for a Philadelphia sports team. So,
You hope they both lose. You hope Milwaukee goes to the World Series.
although that would be boring, but yeah.
Yeah, look, your options are Milwaukee, Chicago, Philly, and LA.
Give me the Blue Jays to win it all.
Let's go Toronto. They can't win in hockey, so you got to give them something. You know?
So, fun fact, Toronto has won in every other major sport except hockey in the last 30 years.
See? Give them something. Something feels fishy with Toronto.
I don't think they've won a World Series in the last 30, but maybe maybe
35,
32, 32. I think they won in 92, 93, something like that.
Maybe you get the point.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, give me the Mariners. They're a really fun team this year.
All right. Well, all right.
Mariners. Okay.
Honestly, yeah, a Mariners Brewers World Series would low key be extremely fun.
That's what Captain wants.
Cap.
Yeah. Let's go, Cap.
Let's go, Cap. All right.
We don't agree on much with football, but let's go with baseball.
Well, that's going to do it for our show tonight, guys. Let us know. By the way, if you guys have any questions for us, hit us up in the Discord. Rick, throw the Discord out there so you guys can join us in chatting all when we are not live. So, by the way, Black Market asked when we were going to do some content for basketball. We are a couple weeks out. We're doing some preseason basketball. I love covering basketball, so we might be bringing back some maybe Thursday nights, talking some basketball.
It sounds like we're having a few community nights on Thursdays.
And we're having some community nights as well. So we're going to be mixing it up on Thursdays here and there. So we'll make sure we get you all the information when we start getting into some of those other nights. Can we cover Steph Curry's wife's comments? Wait, what did she say? Did I miss it?
I didn't see anything about that.
I saw it. We can cover it a different night because you guys haven't seen it. She just said some
stupid shit.
I don't know. She just seems like she's complaining about she never wanted kids and Steph doesn't get me. He tries to listen, but he doesn't understand. I'm like, your life's so hard. Your life.
Wait,
so
what?
long.
What is
Yeah, just look it up.
Oh my goodness. I need to get in on.
Jeez.
What? I thought they were like the perfect couple. I thought were.
She sounds like she sucks. Because Steph's great. Who doesn't
Steph,
like Steph?
Steph is arguably one of the most likable dudes in the NBA in all of sports. I mean, that's wild. I got to go look that up after we get off stream tonight. That'll be my wormhole. We're gonna raid tonight. Tiz Meeks.
Not Devil Doc?
Oh, Devil Doc's on.
Yep.
How dare you? How dare you, Chris?
Let's see. He is live. Well, it depends, guys. Devil Doc's playing games. This guy, Tiz Meeks, is doing a reaction to Phillies Dodgers game 3. So, do you guys want to continue talking sports, or do you want to go hang out with our good friend Doc? I guess it's up to you guys. So, I mean, let me know. The first
Choose quickly
in the chat. What? Always Doc.
STG, always Doc.
Okay, all right, there we go. Easy. That's fine
You
with me.
won SCG.
Congratulations. You win a free raid.
It's kind of crazy to think we actually have some sports streams to raid and every so often. So here we go. Let's do Doc though. Love us some Doc. Go give Doc a follow. Make sure you give him some love. Tell him the boys sent you. He'll know what's up. So go give him some love. My name is Chris. This is Scotty. We have been your hosts. We will be your host again Sunday night for Sunday Night Football. So get back in here, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's our biggest show we've ever done. So that being said, go be a good person between now and Sunday. Go live in the moment. Put the phone down. Enjoy the people and things around you, and we will hope that you are going to be a good person as well. So love you guys. Have a great night. Scotty, what else you got for them?
Appreciate you all. Have a good evening. We'll catch you back here on Sunday for what should be a very fun football game.
Ooh, we're going to get spicy on Sunday. Let's go. Running a half mile on Sunday.
Marathon.
There you go. Hey, good
A half
luck.
marathon, that's a lot more than a half mile.
I said half marathon. Did I say half mile or half marathon?
You said mile.
Oh, all right.
I think you said marathon.
I thought I said marathon too. I was like, wait a minute. I wouldn't have said mile. That's a weird thing.
I wasn't listening that closely, but I'm pretty sure you said marathon.
Good luck. Hey, dubs up for STG. Good luck on your half marathon. Let's get it.
Just make it a full marathon.
Yeah,
Why
just
cut it in half?
Just keep running.
Captain,
Nope.
he said mile.
Yeah, but can we trust Captain?
Yes.
Just do what Forrest Gump did and just keep running after you're done. Just through the finish line. Keep running
Forrest, run.
and run across the country. There you go. Forrest Gump that shit. That's right, Piglet. All right, go give Doc some love. We love you. We will see
too fat to
you
run the Forrest.
Sunday. Love you guys.
I feel that.
Deuces.
Bye, everybody. So how did the Cardinals lose to the Colts?
They didn't have the fire in their gut. They didn't have the fire in their gut.
Gotta have the iron gut. Gotta.
After a couple burritos from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Let's go.